Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Tom Tate. I am the host of the Ask Me About Email Marketing podcast. You are watching a video version of our podcast, and this is episode 2 of season 2, where we're covering our ultimate guide to email marketing. So the ultimate guide is split up into 8 chapters, and we'll cover a chapter a week. This chapter is all about planning your email strategy. I hope that you enjoy, and don't forget, you can get this along with all of our bonus resources at aweber.com/theguide. Check it out. Hey, what's up, email marketers? Welcome back to the Ask Me About Email Marketing podcast. You are listening to season 2, episode 2, and I am Tom Tate, the host of the show. Before we begin, I would like to quickly mention that the Ask Me About Email Marketing podcast is proudly brought to you by the team at Aweber. Aweber is an email service provider. We were founded in 1998, and we've been helping marketers connect with their audiences in remarkable ways ever since. Our email automation tools will help you save time and grow your business so that you can focus more on your business and not always be working in your business. Super important distinction there. And of course, if you want to learn more about our latest features and take advantage of a 30-day free trial, you can check us out at aweber.com. So as I mentioned, I am Tom Tate. I will be your guide as we spend the next 8 weeks exploring Aweber's latest resource, the ultimate guide to email marketing. If you are just tuning in for the first time, you might want to head over to blog.aweber.com/podcast/0201. Again, that's blog.aweber.com/podcast/0201, season 2, episode 1. That will give you the introduction to this series where we covered Email Marketing 101, sort of the foundation for this course. And we talked all about the basics of email. Specifically, we covered 6 super tactical, super specific examples of how email marketing will help you grow your brand or business. So if you're not convinced in the value of email marketing, you might want to head over there. If you are convinced, and I'm guessing you are because you stumbled upon this podcast, you might not need that episode. You can just jump right in to this one. But it's a great episode. You might want to check it out. If you want to go see the guide, the ultimate guide to email marketing, without waiting each week to learn a little bit piecemeal, you can head on over to aweber.com/theguide. While you are there, you can opt in to receive very awesome bonus resources. That includes an email strategy template, email content calendar, a PDF version of the guide, and much, much more. This guide, the Ultimate Guide to Email Marketing, is, in my opinion, the bee's knees, my friends. This is a really great resource, and it's totally free. So a lot of props to my fellow team members who put this guide together. It's really awesome. But let's just jump right in. This week, we are diving into week 2 of our Ultimate Guide series, and we will be talking about planning your email strategy. This is a shorter episode, but it's probably the most important of the series. If you skip this step, you will not have a strong foundation for why and how you'll be executing your email marketing plan. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a strong foundation. Luckily, we are going to be breaking down the steps to creating the perfect plan for your business or brand when it comes to establishing your email marketing strategy. All right, hold on to your hats again. We are going to jump right in. This is going to be a great, quick episode, and we are going to talk about the 4 things that you must do to establish your foundation for an email marketing strategy. Okay, number 1. First, you have to set goals. These are the actual things that you want to accomplish through email marketing. These are your email marketing goals. Ask yourself the following questions. How do you want email marketing to help grow your business? Do you want to use email to increase sales for your products or services? If so, how much of an increase are you hoping to see? What are you hoping to impact specifically? Do you want to build relationships with subscribers? If you do, what does that relationship look like? And how specifically will you measure it? How many subscribers do you hope to have, and by when do you hope to have them? What does your ideal subscriber look like? How does email marketing fit into your overall marketing strategy? These questions, and again, you can check these out on the Ultimate Guide at aweber.com/theguide. These questions are incredibly important. And I want you to answer these questions, but not just simply jotting down a few loose notes on a piece of paper. When establishing goals for your email marketing, we here at AWeber, we recommend using the SMART goal framework. So that's SMART. And I'm going to break down what that is. S stands for specific. So be very specific and exact when setting your goals and expectations. M stands for measurable. Make sure that your goal is something that you can track and assess. And we talk about forming relationships with subscribers, but that's a really hard thing to measure. So if that's a goal, set that goal using measurable metrics like survey responses, replies to emails that you send, maybe social sharing or subscribers following through a specific call to action on your email. Those are all specific measurable ways to really see if those relationships are building. A stands for achievable. Set goals that you can actually hit. I always recommend to be ambitious. Absolutely think big, drive hard, but don't set goals that are impossible. Don't set the goalpost so far and say, if you're just getting started, that you want 100,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. There's ambitious and there's impossible. And I think that making sure that your goal is achievable is very, very crucial to being successful. R stands for relevant. Make sure that your goals are relevant to your overall marketing and business goals. Don't set a goal just for fun. Have it always tie back to business growth. Have it tie back to something worthwhile to you and your business. And that's going to vary from person to person, but make sure that they are relevant. And T stands for time bound. Make sure that you set expectations around how long you will work towards a goal. So wrap it around some time frame. Example of this might be, I want to grow my list by 100 subscribers in the next 3 months. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It covers the SMART framework perfectly. So think about that when you're setting your goals. Number 2, the next thing that you want to do is define your ideal subscriber. You want to define your ideal subscriber. You need to know who you want to attract to join your list. You need to know what problems they have, what solutions can you specifically provide, either with content or with products or services. You need to know where they're hanging out on the internet. How will you get their attention? All of these questions are super important. Your ideal subscriber may also be referred to as a persona or avatar. These are other words that might describe who that person is. You might see those thrown around on the web. There are some great resources out there to help you develop this persona, worksheets, templates, etc. We'll link up one or two at blog.aweber.com/podcast/0202. So again, that's blog.aweber.com/podcast/0202. And when you lock this in, when you lock in that ideal subscriber, keep that snapshot close to your desk, maybe print it out, or just put it somewhere noticeable, because you want to use this persona or this avatar when you are creating content and planning new campaigns. So you're keeping your subscriber at the forefront of all of your planning and efforts. So number 3, the next major step is determining what specifically you will send. So after you define your ideal subscriber, you'll want to figure out what that subscriber wants to hear. A lot of this is going to be knowing your persona really well and the content he or she needs. But also, it's going to come from practicing. It's going to come from sending email, taking a look at subscriber behavior from your email analytics. What are they clicking? What emails are they opening? What emails are they not opening? You can get a sense of all of these using analytics in AWeber or most email service providers, but you're going to want to just make sure that you're looking at that, not simply sending and not paying attention to how your subscribers are resonating with the content. One of the easiest ways to get stuck, especially when you are just getting started with email, is to run out of content ideas and just, quite frankly, run out of emails to send. So have a plan, if possible, map out your content in advance, and maybe even draft a bunch of emails in advance as well, so that you have time, you have a nice runway, so you don't run out of content. And then finally, to help you develop your email marketing strategy, you should figure out your content calendar and cadence. All this means is that once you figure out what you are going to send your subscribers, you should then determine when you are going to send it. This is totally easy. Decide if you want to start out sending weekly, bi-weekly, maybe a few times a week. If you are not sure what to start with, take a look at what other marketers or brands are doing in your industry. What type of cadence are they using? And then maybe ask yourself, how do you think that's working for them? Maybe good, maybe bad, maybe you can do better. So don't just emulate, but look at that for inspiration and then make it work for you. I will note that quantity is not always the way to go here. So more emails does not mean better emails. And a lot of your strategy will consist of finding a good rhythm that works well for you and also for your subscribers. So if you're not able to put out consistently awesome content 3 times a week because of other commitments, other business commitments, then maybe just put out content once a week or once every 2 weeks. And if you are able to put out great content 3 times a week, but your subscribers are basically telling you through their actions that's too many emails, then maybe you want to dial it back as well. But it really starts with setting solid expectations with your subscribers in the opt-in process when they sign up for your list. And then also most likely in the welcome email, letting them know what they can expect in terms of frequency. And once you figure this out, once you figure out what your cadence will be, map your schedule to a calendar. And I mean that very literally. Write it down on a calendar, follow up, make sure that you're doing your best to hit a consistent schedule. We find at Aweber that consistency is very valuable for us. We send our blog newsletter every Thursday. We don't send it haphazardly on Mondays or Tuesdays, sometimes Fridays. We really try to stick to every Thursday. So maybe that works for you. Maybe haphazardly does work for you and your subscribers. It's all about testing and, again, finding that rhythm. So there you have it. We have the 4 steps to establishing your email marketing plan or strategy. You want to, first and foremost, set SMART goals. Again, that's SMART goals. Define your persona or your ideal subscriber. After that, you want to determine what content you will actually send. And then you want to create a content calendar and cadence. I hope that helps you kickstart your email marketing strategy. If you have any questions, of course, we are available to help. You can reach out to us by tweeting at us at Aweber, or you can tweet at me directly at TNRT. Again, that's at TNRT on Twitter, just to let us know what you're thinking, what you're struggling with, what questions you might have with this episode or setting up your strategy. Or if you want to just drop a line and give us feedback on the show, we would certainly appreciate that as well. Remember, if you are eager to see the entire Ultimate Guide to Email Marketing, you can check it out at aweber.com/theguide. And don't forget, you can opt in to receive bonus resources. And this will include the email strategy template, which is going to be very, very relevant based on today's episode, your email content calendar template, which will also be relevant, so that you can set that up, and a PDF version of the guide so that you can keep that on your desktop, print it out, keep it handy, and much, much more. So again, that's aweber.com/theguide if you want to check that out and kind of reap some of those free bonus resources to help you along the way. Do not forget to tune in next week. If you haven't subscribed, head on over to iTunes to subscribe to this podcast. So that way you won't miss an episode in this 8-part series. You can check us out on YouTube. We're putting this content on YouTube as well. And you can hit the good old subscribe button on YouTube there so that you catch all of this great content. We will be back each week with a brand new episode that aligns with the Ultimate Guide. So we're going to take you through email marketing step by step. Don't forget to tune in next week. We are diving next week into my favorite topic, growing your email list. This is super important no matter what stage of the game you're in, and I'm really excited to talk about it. But that is going to wrap up today's show. I want to thank you, of course, for your time and attention, for sticking around. And until next time, until next week, best of luck out there with your email marketing. All right, YouTubers, that's going to wrap up today's episode of the Ultimate Guide to Email Marketing podcast and video series. Remember, if you want to check out the Ultimate Guide and all of the free bonus resources, be sure to check out aweber.com/theguide. Also, if you don't want to miss a single week of content, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or subscribe to our iTunes feed so that you don't miss a single week. I'm really excited to dive into next week's topic, where we're going to be covering how to grow your email list. Until then, best of luck with your email marketing.